name is Scott DeLoach. I'm the Chief Design Director of Starke Sound. I'm responsible for the industrial design of the speakers. I'm actually a licensed architect by trade. I kind of got into this whole thing by doing home theaters and residential applications, and it just kind of made sense to segue into maybe stepping to the other side and actually becoming more involved with the speakers themselves.
My name is Dan Wiggins. I'm the Chief Technical Officer at Starke Sound. I'm responsible for making sure what we build has the right technologies in it, the right capabilities in it, and that we're pushing the boundaries and creating something new, unique, that offers an experience nobody else has had, and how to do that within the emotions and the style we're trying to achieve, which is something that integrates really well with a house, so it can't be too extreme.
Looking at the evolution of speakers, they haven't really changed that much over time. So we wanted something that kind of reflects the changing world, and technology is always changing, and the needs for people in their home environments are always changing. So we want something that not only sounds great, but looks great too. Something that kind of catches the eye and can be displayed. We want something elegant, something that's sophisticated. You'll notice that our designs they're different. They're somewhat eye-catching. We have some wonderful colors and piano lacquer finishes. We also try to use a variety of materials, so it's not just a painted cabinet, but we also have the aluminum face plates, and we have some other details that we like to implement into our designs to make the speaker stand out a little bit more.
We actually have developed an entire product line of multiple speaker models, and every single transducer, every single speaker driver unit in it is totally unique. We've invented multiple technologies along the way, including LMF, which dramatically reduces distortion, increases the accuracy and dynamic range of a speaker beyond what anybody else thought was possible. We've learned a lot about material science. We get to play with all kinds of different materials on each of the transducers. We get to design everything custom purpose for what we want. We've moved into electronics. Once we realized we had a great speaker platform, we realized there weren't really many amplifier options out there that would provide what we want, especially in a home theater kind of format where you want more than just 2 channels. So we invented a way of doing a Class A amplifier, 7 channels at 450 watts per channel, but do it such that it doesn't overheat. That was a big technical challenge. And then how to package that all into a box that wouldn't take up an entire room by itself, not just thermally, but physically.
I spoke with the event coordinator, and she was gracious enough to give us this large room so we could be the premier home theater multi-channel company for the show. So it kind of complements everything else. We put a lot of work in this. We got a huge ballroom all to ourselves. At first we were like, okay, this is great, but what do we do with so much space? So we put our thinking caps on and decided that we would split up the room. We have a large cinema audio experience that seats around 50 people. It's all Dolby Atmos. And since we do a lot of home theater, we thought that it would be a good idea to do a more traditionally sized room that could be in anybody's home, I guess. So, and we have 2 different systems playing in each one. We have our flagship H5 Elite system in the large cinema room, and we have our Halo H3 series in the smaller room. We also have a display area where we have a lot of other products that we do. So, not only do we do the larger speakers and the floor standing speakers, but we also do center channels, bookshelf speakers for all kinds of applications.
So we have our own vertically integrated factory, all the way from just bringing raw pieces of wood and metals and plastics in, and all the way to shipping finished product out the other end. We build a lot of our product here in the US, all the speakers and things like that, so which is great. We do a lot of R&D as a result. We're not constrained by buying what somebody else manufactures for us. We manufacture it all ourselves. So we're able to go in and say, I need this kind of a lamination, for instance, on the woofers. We may do an aluminum poly paper lamination because each material has its own strengths and weaknesses, and when we can combine them how we want, we get exactly what we want. The mid-ranges tend to be woven carbon fiber, but it's our own blend of carbon fiber, it's our own weave width as well as our weave thickness, and the density of the weave as well to give us the properties we want.
One of the things that makes Starke Sound unique is that we offer in-house design services. A lot of companies don't do that. In the end, we want the best for the end user. So we have a fully qualified tech staff that can handle design services.
The end goal is actually, what I want and what makes me happy is just having consumers sit down enjoy the product, and when they get up, they don't think about the equipment. They don't think about anything other than what they just experienced.